There are two things that I know for sure about you guys. One is that you like to save money, and two is that you like to clean your own stuff at home. I run training courses in upholstery cleaning in Ireland, and we also own a curtain cleaning brand, cleanmycurtains.ie, and we do on-site curtain cleaning. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to dry clean your curtains at home. I'm going to teach you two methods for curtain cleaning, a dry cleaning method and a low moisture cleaning method. So pretty much in this video, I'm going to teach you how to dry clean your curtains like a pro. Now a pair of curtains like these behind me would cost about €120 to have dry cleaned by a professional dry cleaners in Ireland. You might let me know in the comments how much it costs to have a pair of curtains dry cleaned where you're from. I'm really curious to see how much it costs to have curtains cleaned from around the world. By the end of this video, you're going to know how to save roughly €100 per pair of curtains. So if you have 5 or 6 pairs of curtains in your house, it'll take you about a day to clean them, but you're going to save about €500 to €600. I'm actually going to teach you guys not one but two methods of cleaning, a dry cleaning method and a low moisture cleaning method, because contrary to popular belief, even though a fibre might state that it's dry cleanable only, it can often be wet cleaned. All the better if you can do that using a low moisture method in a controlled environment, exactly like I'm going to show you guys a little later in the video. I'm going to use a couple of things to dry clean the curtains, most of which you should already have at home. So the first method I'm going to teach is the dry cleaning method. You're going to need a few bits: a HEPA filtered vacuum cleaner. I'm actually using a HEPA filtered vacuum cleaner with a motorized brush head. This is going to spin and agitate the curtain fibers to allow the dust and dirt to release. If you don't have one of these, an ordinary vacuum cleaner will do, but you're going to need either one of these attachments. A medium stiff brush can also help brush down the fibers to open them up to allow the dust to release. Funnily enough, curtain fabric is often the same fabric that you'll find in upholstery, so this method will work to clean upholstery too, and I have a video on that which I will link at the end. In my training courses, one of the main things that I drill into the trainees is that 95% of soil can be removed dry. That means it's dust and we can vacuum it out. Essentially that means that 95% of the cleaning is done once we're vacuuming, and the solvent part of the dry cleaning part of the process is just wiping over the surface to remove any remaining contaminants. Now with curtains, they act as an air filter in the room, and most of the dust will actually just settle on the face of the fibers. You're not spilling food or drinks on these, so nothing's actually going and embedding itself in the fabric, meaning that when we perform a dry or low moisture clean, they're as good as if we had just cleaned them in a dry cleaners. Now there are 3 exceptions to that. That's if you have an open fire in the room, somebody smokes in the house, or indeed if you spilled something on the curtains. If you spilled something on the curtains, you're probably going to need a wet vac and use the cleaning solution to actually vacuum the stains out, but actually you'll probably find that most of it will come out with the dry cleaning or the low moisture cleaning method anyway. It's quite important that you're using a HEPA filtered vacuum, because that is going to filter down the dust to 0.3 microns, which is actually the size of dust mite poop, which is one of the main allergens in the home. It's also going to remove the dust mites from the curtains, eliminating that problem at source, which is really good news for asthmatics or from people that suffer from dust allergies. This means that after this clean, you'll be able to breathe a little bit easier and happier also. So as I say, the very first step is going to be vacuuming the curtains down really well to remove all of that dust soil. This process should take about 15 to 20 minutes per drop. Now what I mean by drop is, this is a drop and this is a drop. So the pair of curtains should take about 20 to 30 minutes to completely vacuum. I always do the front and back of the curtains, though generally tend to not bother dry cleaning the back because you can't see it and we've removed all of the dust anyway. So I'm going to turn my vacuum on and start vacuuming the curtains down. Now I actually cleaned and emptied the vacuum canister in this little guy to show you guys just how much dust has come out of the curtains. So this is the amount of soil that's after coming out of these curtains just from vacuuming. It's actually incredible, and all of this is pretty much dead skin, airborne contaminants, dust mites and dust mite poop. So obviously I'd like to burn this, but I'm just going to put it in the bin. Now once we have the curtains vacuumed down, we can move on to the dry cleaning. We're going to get our bucket, pour in about 1 litre of dry cleaning solvent. Again, that can be rubbing alcohol, or indeed you can get a dedicated dry cleaning solvent. These are available from your local carpet cleaner suppliers, but rubbing alcohol should be readily available from a local hardware store. We're going to glove up for this too, because we're working with solvents and they will dry out your skin. Now that we've got about 1 litre of dry cleaning solvent in the bucket, I've dunked my microfiber cleaning mitt, though a microfiber towel or a cotton towel will work perfectly fine too. I'm going to wring the solvent out of the cleaning cloth really well so it's just moist with the solvent, and then I'm going to proceed to wipe the curtain down. So essentially, we're going to wipe the curtain down, and about every square foot to 2 square foot, change the side of the cloth. And when both sides have been used on the cloth, we dunk it back into the bucket and we transfer the soil into the dry cleaning solvent. Now, if the solvent gets really dirty really quickly, for example, if there's a smoker or an open fire in the room, you may need to change the dry cleaning solvent out, but you'll be able to judge that for yourself based on the colour of the fluid. So I've got one little stain on the curtain here, which I'm going to show you guys how I'm removing it with the mitt. You can see that stain releasing, and it's pretty much gone. So the dry cleaning method really is as simple as that. Now, dry cleaning isn't as effective on water soluble soiling as, funnily enough, water is, because water dissolves water soluble soiling, dry cleaning solvents do not. And that's where our low moisture cleaning method comes in, because for that method we're actually going to be using a little bit of water. And this may be quite surprising to you, but we're going to use a little bit of dish soap in it too. So for the low moisture cleaning method, we're going to grab our bucket again, get rid of the dry cleaning solvent, get about 5 litres of water, and this is really important. We don't want to use loads of dish soap, but about a teaspoon, so 5 mils of dish soap in about 5 litres of water, giving us a 1% cleaning solution. You don't want to use more than that because it's going to leave surfactant in the curtains, which will attract soiling, but 5 mils and 5 litres is just enough to activate the soil, agitate it out of the curtain, transfer it to the mitt, and then we're going to dunk it into the bucket to remove the soiling into the wastewater. And in the same method that we use for the dry cleaning, we're essentially going to pad the curtain down, but wring the mitt out really well so it's low moisture. We're not looking to soak the curtain or impart loads of moisture into it. We're looking to transfer the activated soil. Now, it's activated by the water, but we're looking to transfer the activated soil into the mitt, which we can then transfer to the bucket. And again, about a square foot per side, roughly, depending how dirty the curtains are too. If you're finding that the water is changing colour and getting really dirty, change the water out, clean your cloth down, and then go again. So as I say, about a square foot, change sides, and then go again. Now, the great thing about this method is we're doing it while the curtains are hanging, and the curtains are ready for use immediately after cleaning. So you don't have to take the curtains down to do this. You may need a step ladder to get up to the higher bits, but that will all depend on how tall your curtains are. Obviously, if you're working on ladders, make sure that you're really well balanced and don't fall off the ladder. To prove just how effective the low moisture transfer method is, just look what's in the bucket after we've padded the curtains down. Now, I specifically used 1 bucket of water rather than changing out the water. We're actually going to go over these curtains again just so we can get out any remaining soil, because if we've gotten that much out from 1 pair of curtains and we didn't change the water out, you can be sure that there's more in there. But I wanted to show you guys just how much dirt would be in a relatively clean looking pair of curtains. You're going to want to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of our content. Go ahead and hit that like button while you're down there. It really helps us out a lot and I'd appreciate it. Here's my upholstery dry cleaning video if you'd like to learn how to do that. Carl here from Cleaning How To. See you on the next one.